Hello, Pampered Chef friends. It's been a while and I thought I would share with you our new Caramel Latte Bread Mix. And this is just like an easy, quick bread that you can do for a sweet treat, little gifts for your neighbors, or maybe if you're having a friend over for coffee and just have that little sweet treat to go along with it. Now I'm going to make it a little bit different. Instead of making a big loaf of bread, I am going to use our mini loaf pan that provides 8 mini loaves. And then I found these petite loaf liners through Wilton, which is the cake decorating company. And that way I can easily pop these out and probably send some home with my friend that's coming over this afternoon. But it's an easy way to deal with your little loaves, even though it's a wonderfully non-stick pan, as all of our bakeware is. I just think they're really pretty to put it in a liner. You know how that is. Pretty matters sometimes. And so you could, if you did not want to do liners, you just grease this a little bit with butter or some mist from our kitchen spritzer, and you're good to go. Now, what I love about our mixes is very minimal ingredients that you need to add into your recipes. Just water, oil, and eggs. How easy is that? And I totally did not open that correctly. So we're gonna pour good old style kitchen shears. I have to tell you guys, the kitchen shears are so awesome. In my kitchen, I have 3 pairs of these. They have to be at least 20 years old. The ones that you see currently in the catalog are just as awesome. They just have a different looking handle and a lock on it. They go on and on and on and on. And that's the one thing about Pampered Chef products, is that they are very long-standing in your kitchen. My daughter just moved to Texas, and when she was moving, I was pulling so much stuff for her that I had saved over the years, and there's still enough to equip my other daughter's kitchen when it's her time to move out. But it is amazing how much product in 22 and a half years that I have accumulated, multiple generations of cookware and stoneware, and to be able to give that to my girls and know that the life of those products are going to continue for a really, really long time. So she was really excited to show her roommate all the Pampered Chef stuff that she was bringing to Texas. So I've added 2 eggs into my batter bowl, the good old-fashioned batter bowl. You have to have at least a couple of them in your kitchen, 1 of each size, because they truly are the workhorse of the kitchen. And we're adding in here 1/2 cup of oil. I like to use grapeseed oil when I want something that can be baked but not have flavor, and that was just simply water that I added in there. And grapeseed oil has a really high smoke point, I believe about 525 degrees, so you can fry with it at high temperatures and you're totally okay without having it burn and convert. If you try to cook at high temperatures with olive oil, the flavor actually changes and it's a little bit special. You don't want to do that. So you just want to, pick your oils wisely. That way we know that it's a healthy oil as well when it's grapeseed oil, high in antioxidants, which are very, very important for our health. Okay, so look at that beautiful batter in there. And to distribute, oh gosh, it smells so good. I always wish that when I make videos that you guys had smell-o-vision so you could smell everything that I'm making. But what I'm gonna do, I got my pan here. The oven is ready. We're gonna use the large stainless steel scoop as our way of evenly distributing the batter amongst the 8 wells in the mini loaf pan here. It's always important to make sure you distribute evenly when you're baking so that everything bakes at the same temperature and has the same finish on them. I was talking with my other daughter that still lives at home last night about the scoops, because we were making some cupcakes. And these scoops are simply for batters and doughs. and melons as well if you want to use them on melons, but they are not ice cream scoops. And sometimes people think that they are because you get pretty balls of ice cream. But what happens when you have really hard ice cream, granted you do have a warranty period on them if you make a mistake, but when you have like rock hard ice cream, super freezing cold and stainless steel, not a good combination. And so you could break the little scooper guy that's on the inside, and that's not fun. So you want to make sure that you use your tools appropriately in your kitchen so they do last for that lifetime. And so we're almost done distributing this. And then we're gonna pop this in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes. If we were baking this as an entire large loaf in our standard loaf pan, it would be about 45 to 50 minutes. And also it kind of depends on your oven. And you know your oven best, hopefully. So we're gonna pop these in the oven and then I'll see you guys on the other side, so stay tuned. Okay, my friends, 25 minutes in the oven and these wonderfully smelling caramel latte bread loaves are finished. The key to this is that you know that they're done. You can either use a cake tester or a toothpick and see if it comes out clean. But also when you tap on the bread, it should bounce back. If it wants to stay indented, then you need to give it a couple more minutes in the oven. So I have my cooling rack down here below. I think it's out of range for the camera. But what you want to do anytime that you have baked goods, if it's in a pan, you want them to rest and cool in the pan about 8-10 minutes before you remove it. And because what it does is it allows your baked good to kind of put itself back together again. If you try to remove everything immediately from a pan when you're baking, it will start to fall apart and you'll have a little bit of a disaster on your hands. You don't want that. It's so not fun. And so we're gonna let them rest. And I think what I might do, I have some leftover homemade cream cheese frosting, vanilla bean cream cheese frosting that I made last night for cupcakes. A little bit left over, darn it. And I think it would be delicious if we put some on top of these little caramel latte breads. So stay tuned and you'll be able to see the final product in just a moment. Okay, my friends, the wait is over. I am going to take my little nylon mini serving spatula just to pop these out of the pan without any fighting of the baked goods and just let them have their final cooling on my cooling rack. But while they're still warm, because I kind of think it would be good to put the frosting on while they're still warm, just to have a little extra layer of ooey gooey, because if you're going to have a sweet treat, you might as well make it decadent and enjoy it all the way. And so you can see how awesome it is. Easy, look, oop, that'll clean out really easy. So that is out of the way, and I'm gonna take my, oh my gosh, cream cheese frosting. Cream cheese, homemade frosting, you guys, is so much better than that canned crap. And it's super easy to make. This is 1 stick of butter, 1 block of cream cheese, 4 cups of powdered sugar, and I have vanilla bean paste, or you could do regular vanilla. I put it in my mixer and whip it for about 5 minutes till it gets really fluffy, and that's it. So I whipped this up earlier, and it's just delicious. I don't know if you can see the little flecks of vanilla in there. Oh my goodness. And so I'm just gonna put some right on the top. Let it kind of be ooey gooey and melt in there. And this will be ready for when my friend Kathy comes over later for coffee this afternoon. So we can just enjoy a delicious sweet treat of our caramel latte bread. So make sure, if you have any questions, you post them below. I'm always happy to answer your cooking questions or your life skill questions. And I will be putting together another sale to start off the new year. If you have found that you need to restock some of your kitchen items or maybe even replace them, I am always here to help, and it will be up to 25% off. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.